All right, guys, I got another one for you. To me, this story has some comical moments. Sometimes people lead with their emotions. Also, this story has a small update at the end. Am I the a-hole for changing the locks while my cheating wife was on a so-called work trip with her lover? Never thought I'd be here, asking strangers on the internet if I'm the a-hole. But life's funny like that. I'm 38, married to Valerie, 36 for 12 years. No kids, just a dog named Butch. It started with a Facebook message. Random woman reaches out, says she needs to talk to me about my wife, Valerie. I almost ignored it, wish I had. This can't be good. Turns out this woman, Trish, is married to a guy named Chris. Chris works with my wife, and for the past year, Chris and Valerie have been screwing around. Trish had suspected for months, hired a PI, got photos, the whole 9 yards. She confronted Chris, and he spilled everything. Trish decided I deserved to know. You would be surprised at what private investigators can find out, not just with cheating. I didn't believe it at first. I thought our marriage was strong. High school sweethearts, married young, built a life together. Sure, things were not perfect, but whose marriage is? But Trish had proof. Photos of them at hotels, copies of text messages. It was heartbreaking to see what Trish had. I just couldn't believe it. 12 years of marriage, and Valerie has been lying to my face for a year. Well, who's to say the affair wasn't longer? The affair could already have been ongoing by the time Trish hired a private investigator. I sat on this info for a week. Valerie had no idea I knew. She was getting ready for another so-called work conference in San Diego. I knew now she'd be meeting Chris there. The night before she left, I almost confronted her, almost screamed, cried, demanded answers. But I didn't. I kissed her goodbye, told her to have a safe flight, watched her drive away, knowing she was going to him. As soon as she was gone, I sprang into action, called a locksmith, had all the locks changed. I don't think he can legally do that, locking his wife out of their marital home, regardless of the circumstances. Packed up all her clothes, her personal stuff, loaded it into her car, drove it to her parents' place. They were not home, so I left it in the driveway with a note. Ask Valerie about Chris. I decided to take half the money out of our savings. I opened up a new account, as well as filling out a new direct deposit form for it to go into my new bank account. I turned off her cell phone. The bitch can get her own. Canceled our joint credit cards and removed her from my life insurance policy. Then I sat and waited. 3 days later, Valerie comes home. Except she can't get in. Calls me, freaking out. Where's her car? Why won't her key work? What's going on? I let her panic for a bit. Then I told her. Told her I knew about Chris, about the year-long affair. Told her not to come home, that we're done. She broke down, crying, screaming, begging. Swore it was a mistake, that she'd ended with Chris. Said she loves me, that we can work it out. They always say that. They always say we can work it out after they fucked up. How? You've been giving yourself to another man for a whole year, probably longer. Part of me wanted to just hear her out, but I couldn't get past the betrayal. I would have never found out if it wasn't for Trish. Yep, I would agree. If the other betrayed spouse didn't reach out, Valerie would still be cheating. Told her to get a lawyer, that I was planning to file for divorce as soon as I can. I hung up on her while she was still pleading. That was 2 weeks ago. Since then, it's been chaos. Valerie has been staying with her parents. They're furious with her, but think I went too far. Says I should have confronted her first, given her a chance to explain. Explain what? She cheated. There was nothing to explain. Her friends are calling me an asshole, saying I humiliated her, that adults should talk things out. What the fuck? Cheaters don't get that privilege. My family's on my side, says Valerie made her bed, now she can lie in it. My friends are split. Some think I'm a hero for standing up for myself. Others think I went nuclear too fast. Valerie is still trying to fix things, sending emails, leaving voicemails, begging for another chance. Says she'll do anything to make it right. I haven't responded. Can't bring myself to talk to her. Every time I think about her, all I can see is her with Chris, laughing at me behind my back, making a fool of me for a whole year. But now, 2 weeks out, I'm starting to wonder, did I go too far? Should I have confronted her first, given her a chance to explain? 12 years is a long time to throw away without a conversation. But then I remembered those photos, the text messages, a whole year of lies. How many nights did I wait up, worried about her working late, while she was really with Chris? I'm lost. The house feels empty. Butch keeps looking for Valerie, doesn't understand where she's gone. I can't sleep in our bed, moved to the guest bedroom, but her smell lingers everywhere. Her favorite coffee mug is still in a cabinet. Her shampoo was still in the shower. Man, get rid of all that shit. Rip the band-aid off. But I always say, most men outside of YouTube won't act fast. This guy is moving fast. Most men would want to fix it. Spoiler alert, there was nothing to fix. Started seeing a therapist, trying to work through the anger, betrayal. Some days I'm sure I did the right thing. Other days I wonder if I acted too hastily. Valerie's birthday is next week. I'd already bought her a gift months ago. Found it while cleaning out the closet. Just a stupid necklace. But I'd been so excited to give it to her. Ended up donating it to Goodwill. Couldn't stand to look at it. Chris's wife, Lisa, called again. Wanted to know how I was doing. Felt weird talking to her. Like we're in some shitty club we never asked to join. She left Chris, by the way. Said she couldn't get past the betrayal. I get that. Don't know if I'll ever be able to trust anyone again. How do you move on from something like this? How do you open yourself up knowing how much it can hurt? Valerie's sister stopped by yesterday. Wanted to plead Valerie's case. Said Valerie's a mess, that she knows she screwed up. Wants me to at least hear her out. I sent her away. Not ready to face Valerie yet. Don't know if I'll ever be ready. So here I am, 38 years old, starting over, thinking about selling the house. I have too many memories here. Might move to a new city, get a fresh start. But that feels like letting Valerie win somehow. Like I'm the one who must leave when she's the one who blew up our marriage. Was I an asshole for changing the locks? For anything so abruptly? Should I have given her a chance to explain? Or did I do the right thing, protecting myself from more lies? I don't know, and that's why I'm here, asking you, Reddit, am I the asshole? Update. Well, it's official. I filed for divorce, and I put the house up for sale. It's been a few months since this happened, and Valerie has cooled off. She sends text messages every so often, and yes, she got her own phone in her name. Her family doesn't talk to me anymore. They still think I should have given her a chance to explain. But I said, the hell with her. She broke my heart, and I would never be able to trust her again. Yeah, he probably won't. When I talked to the lawyer, he said I was lucky that Valerie didn't pursue the issue of getting locked out of her home. Yep, like I said earlier, you can't just kick your spouse out, even if they cheated. Anyway, I wanted to come back with an update to let you guys know that I did follow through with the divorce. Butch has gotten better. Doesn't really moan anymore since Valerie isn't around. TLDR, found out my wife cheated on me through Chris's wife, Lisa. When I found out, I changed the locks and kicked Valerie out and took her stuff to her parents. Reddit, am I the asshole? Well, Valerie got exactly what she wanted. The saying goes, actions have consequences. Thanks for tuning in. Until next time.